Yeah, that's right. Like I said, I wasn't kidding. It was cooking live with RC Guy Garage. I said it last night on COVID and Coffee. If you don't want to watch, don't watch the show. I'm literally making breakfast with my wife, and then we'll start COVID and Coffee. But I figured, hey, might as well show you how I make a mean home fry. You know what's funny? My wife had come down. I had everything all set up and everything. And she started cooking like herself, like you could see she put bacon in the pan. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I figured, this was what you wanted for breakfast. I'm like, no, this is not how it works. I'm like, why are you doing this? You never do this. Well, not that she never does it. She always makes, stuff, but I make stuff too. So I can't tell you how many times I make breakfast, dinner, whatever. But I just thought it was funny because like I had like this whole scenario in my head. I was gonna have you guys like focus down before 7 o'clock. Cause she actually just got out of the kitchen. I was gonna have the camera like focus down right on the coffee as it was brewing, so you could see the steam like rolling out of the cup, and you could effectively almost smell the coffee. So, COVID and coffee. Like this has nothing to do with RC, but maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. We still got stuff to talk about from last night. So go ahead and grab your coffees or your iced teas or grab your dinner, whatever you're having. And I'm actually just going to show you my process of what I do cooking breakfast. So are you guys ready? I know I am. This is so corny. But it is what it is. Right, Guy? It is what it is. All right. RC Master, it's 12 noon, right? It's cooking. It's eating lunch with RC Guy Garage. All right. So first things first, you gotta wash your potatoes. So I'm actually gonna grab some potatoes. Hopefully we actually have some. Watch there be no potatoes. Oh yeah, of course there are. So for us, these are the best potatoes to use, or at least this is what I use. These are red potatoes. And always wash your potatoes beforehand. I'm gonna cook up a couple of these bad boys right here. We actually have potatoes that grow in the garden. And all I do is I wash mine. Get all the dirt off. That's all we need, like 6 potatoes. Also gonna grab an onion. So I'm gonna cook with an onion as well. All right. Let's move you in over to a different location here. Drop you down. And I'll show you how I cut my potatoes. I'm telling you, like I said, this was corny. But I might as well, right? Do something different for the channel. Be different. Always use a nice sharp knife. All I do is wash the potatoes. I don't do anything else to them. Unless they have like major bad spots, I'll cut out the major bad spots. But other than that, it's literally just slicing up some potatoes. And I'm no chef, so, but I can cut stuff. No, we're not going to have no bloodbath today. It's not going to be like that. And if there are any comments right now, I cannot see them because I don't have a way to see my device. Now, I may end up using less potatoes, but I'll cut like what I want first. I usually do that triple stack, and then I cut it differently sometimes. Sometimes I'll cut it in half, sometimes I'll cut it in threes. Kind of almost looks like a little Jenga thing. Perfect. And I take these, do that into like a third slice. Again, like I said, I don't really, unless it's bad spots, I really don't cut them off. Just like that. It looks like a good pile of potatoes. I think I'll add just one more potato to it because that'll be enough for the three of us here. So. Oh, that's a fail. That doesn't usually happen, but close enough. There we go. Yeah, that's plenty. Red potatoes are good because they're just good. All right, so now what I do, I'm also moving my charger cord around. So now what I do is I'll come over here. She already threw bacon in there. And I actually wasn't planning on having bacon, but she kind of, you know, came in and was thinking, bacon. So we might as well cook up some bacon. So first thing I do, obviously I take like a olive oil. I think they call it like an extra virgin olive oil. And I'll really, really coat the pan. Then I always use this stuff right here. This is Mrs. Dash. And I'm not afraid to really throw some stuff in here. It's like that. And I also use oregano. This is, probably got this from my grandfather. Not I actually got this oregano from my grandfather, but my grandfather put oregano pretty much in everything. You got to be careful with oregano, though. You don't want too much, just enough. And then go ahead and throw a little bit of rosemary in it. Just a little. Just like that. Just to give it a little flavor. Next, grab some garlic. So usually I'll spoon out a thing of garlic, obviously just for flavor. Toss that in there. Done. I'm going to cover it and just put the heat on. So I'm going to put the heat on probably like a, I guess maybe a medium for now, just to get things going. Then my wife likes poached eggs, so I'm actually going to take this, I'm going to fill this with water. Well, not fill it, just like halfway. And I'll actually put that on like a, kind of like an in-between, like a medium-low, like some kind of something like that. Well, obviously you have to start cooking the bacon. I'll just put that on boost. I'll put it on high for now. And I'll flatten these little bacon strips out so that they're nice. The only thing about bacon in a pan, obviously it's going to splatter everywhere. So while this is heating up, actually I'm going to crank this up to boost just so we can get this thing ripping. That's some kind of like weird pre-cooked bacon too. I'm not familiar with that kind of stuff. My wife usually she'll handle that. So I don't even know if it's supposed to be covered. Like I don't know anything about that bacon. So I think I'm gonna cover it for now just because I have no idea. It's probably not a good idea to cover it, but I'm just gonna leave it covered for now. Not even pepper? Guy, we're not even done yet. See that right there? This gets added once the potatoes go in. I actually crack over some pepper on top of the potato. So there you go, Guy. What do you mean pepper? There it is right there. And yeah, we're also gonna throw some salt in there, but that's after the fact. What I do is I let these spices cook up like inside, kind of like on their own like deal. And then there's this thing right here. I have no idea what this is made out of, but this is literally my go-to. I think if I didn't have this particular device, I probably wouldn't even waste my time cooking. For some reason, this thing does like everything. And it's small too, but it's just whatever it's made out of, it works awesome. But that bacon's cooking fast. I don't know anything about this bacon. I think that's cooking way too fast. Oh man. Yeah, I shouldn't have cooked this bacon. Yeah, I have no idea how to cook this. Looks like we got some burned bacon here. I've never cooked this bacon before, so there you go. There's the bacon. Burned. Because I've never cooked it before. I think I'll turn the heat off. I think that bacon's good. Nice blackened bacon, I guess they call it. Burn bacon, right? Sweetie? Burn bacon? All right. Nice. Good stuff in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and just drop the potatoes in. This is when we get a nice splatter usually. Now just kind of like flatten them out. Just like that. Now we'll take the pepper and I'll crack some pepper over the top. Take a little bit of salt, throw some salt on. Cover it and let it kind of just marinate for a while. Now the eggs, obviously she likes a poached egg, and that kind of like That's like one of those things that I do last. Obviously, we've got our burn bacon, which that didn't work out all that great, but it's all right. So lay out a nice paper towel here, get these eggs out of here. Get the burned bacon out of here. Can't believe I burned the bacon. I've never cooked this bacon before. See? You don't want to have me in the kitchen. Now, here's the good thing about having the bacon grease, right? Because guess what we're going to cook in that? We're going to cook my eggs. So cover that back up. Put the heat on like a, just right above simmer. Leave this marinating. That is on a medium. That's on a medium as well. That way the water is basically just ready and not boiling. I will actually crank up the heat after a while. Like once I put the egg in, I'll turn the heat up a touch, because what I don't want is when I do a poached egg, I don't want, obviously I don't want the water to be like bubbling. I mean, I don't like poached eggs, but I know she does. Right, exactly, Earl. Because that's the way to do it. It gives like that extra flavor. Now I think what I'm going to do to make it easier, I'm actually going to move into this area right here, because this is actually usually the one that I use. So now I'm gonna throw the heat on that one, slide this in, that way maybe we can get a better visual of what's cooking. Maybe like that. What's cooking at RC Guy Garage? So I'll do my 3 eggs first, because while this is kind of cooking in its thing here. Look at that, huh? Doesn't that look nice? All right, I'm gonna take you over here, because I do want to cut up this onion as well. So we have this onion right here. This is cheese, just American cheese. You got this onion right here. The onion goes in after the fact, so the onion gets cooked on the outside, but still has kind of like a crispy inside. Can't believe I'm talking like a chef here. So I'll just do like 2 rings of onion. Peel off, obviously, the outside edge. Leave that aside. And then, literally, just cut the onion up. Now, if we get some big pieces, I'll kind of like mince it a little bit, like that. But I do want some good-sized pieces. So, there's pretty much the onion. When I put it into the pan, you'll see I kind of like separate it. Like, see how these pieces are like together? I'll separate it as it goes into the pan. Move you right over. So bring that over, take this pan off, get this, and just kind of like, in my hands, obviously you want to make sure you have clean hands. And don't rub your eyes either when you're done. Just sprinkle that in, make sure they kind of get separated. You can kind of feel it in your hand when it's not separated, so we'll separate them just like that. Good enough. There we go. What does this have to do with RC? Absolutely nothing. Mix it up. Now, on the bottom of the pan, I can see we're getting a little bit dry on the olive oil. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add just a little bit more olive oil to this mix. So I'll just flatten it back out. A little bit more olive oil. Cover it up. Now we can move on to this pan right here, which is pretty much getting ready. You can see it's sizzling. So I want to back the heat off just a touch. Just like that. Now can I do it? The one-handed egg crack? Let's see. Hey, look at that. Not the best. Close enough. No shells either. We don't want no stinking shells. Now, I don't like my yolks like that, so this is kind of like a, this will end up being like almost like a scrambled egg. You know what I mean? But it's a very lightly scrambled. Do you see what I'm saying? And then usually the way I do it, depending upon the size eggs, I will do I'll either do one slice of cheese per egg, or I'll, cut it in half. It all depends upon the size. It also depends upon the thickness of the cheese. So now this cheese is really thick. So what I'm going to end up doing is I am just going to end up using 2 slices of cheese. And it's going to overlay it like that. Good enough. Cover it up. Let it cook, and I'm going to turn the heat down. So we are at like we're 1 notch below medium. I'm going to turn it down 1 more notch. So it's almost at simmer. Now you can see that water is now kind of basically ready. Now I'm going to kick that up to 1 notch, which is going to be medium. And I'm also going to go get some a toaster. So I got my toaster over here. I've never done it this confined before. So you can see you got the toaster over there now. I'm going to toast up some bread. We got Sara Lee honey wheat bread right here. No, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is just the bread that we've got. grab a little bit of bread out of here. Probably grab like 3 slices. Check on those eggs. Looking good. Looks like that water's just about ready. Give this a little stir. All right. Scrambled easy? Yeah. So now I'll take the same thing right here, and now I can kind of like fold the egg, so it's almost like an omelet, kind of, sort of. And now I could turn the heat off on that and let it just kind of cook all by itself. That probably wasn't in frame, was it? So here's what that egg looks like. Folded the egg over. Now the cheese is inside. Basically, it's just going to heat itself and cook itself. Your dad made you scrambled eggs all the time? That's awesome, man. All right. So it looks like that is pretty much ready to receive an egg. Now this is where you have to be really, really careful. So I'm going to bring this in. Or at least I've learned that you have to be really careful when you're doing a poached egg. So hopefully I can do this like on camera the right way. I'll crack it. Give it a good crack all the way around. I'll break it open and very slowly, this is where you can get burned. You have to be very careful. Just slowly put it in. Just like that. I was probably blocking the camera. And at some point it may rise. I also kind of clean up as I go. What's nice about this stove is that the only place that's hot usually is like the very section of where the element is, because it's heated by magnetism. The surfaces, what's great is you can leave one, like say if I left that on, it wouldn't be on. It wouldn't be on until I put a pot on it, and then the stove activates. So toast is getting there. Got your toast. We got our, I've never cooked it before, bacon that did get burned, but I'll give my wife obviously the best pieces. Looks like probably that piece is the best piece. Hey, look at that, toast is up. So we got some toast. Throw a little butter on the toast. I'm running out of space here. I have never done this before. My coffee's getting cold. Got the toast. Throw in another thing of toast. Check on all of this garbage over here. This is the butter we use. Again, I'm not a paid sponsor. Kerry Gold, pure Irish butter. It's pretty good. Works great. It works great. How else would it work? It's butter. Spread a little butter on there. Now it looks like that egg. What you do is I throw water over it, and that basically, that looks done. So now I'm going to take that off. Take that off the heat. Got like these small, like little dishes, and I got this thing that I use to basically scoop the egg out. Nice and careful. Make sure it's cooked all the way. Just throw some water over it, just to double check. I think it's good. Looks about right. So, and I'll let the water drain the best I can. Yeah, I think it's good. It looks like, I hope it's cooked enough. Kind of looks a little weird. I'm not a poached egg eater. My wife is, so there we go. Can't tell if it's, yeah, I guess it looks alright. And then obviously I will slip it right onto the plate here. Nice. Check the potatoes. Potatoes are looking mint. Alright, so now what I'll do, right? We had, once I get to this point, now what I'll do is I'll really crank up the heat. I'll literally put the heat like on high, as high as it goes. And that way it just like combusts, explodes. Look at that. We'll spread some butter on camera. Making you hungry or what? You guys hungry? Is anybody hungry? Can't believe there's 11 people in here. You guys must be hungry. Another little butter on there. Scrape it on nice. Look at that, huh? That's beautiful. Make a little room here. Get this out of here. Get the toaster out of here. Got this nice tray. We'll lay this thing down on the tray. She's got her poached egg. That did is it crisped the very bottom of the potatoes, right? So now the bottoms of all those potatoes have a nice crispy kind of thing going on. Then we will take some cheese. And I will sprinkle some cheese actually right on the eggs. I mean, right on the potatoes. Just like this. Now the heat is off, so I can cover it, and the cheese will obviously melt down and in. This plate right here is a plate for her. This is a combination of egg for myself and my daughter, so that's that kind of like scrambled eggish omelet kind of thing. So now we've got a little bit of toast. Uh-huh. This almost looks like a little heart toast right there. So you got that. Now check that out. That's how that should look. Check that out. Those are some nice home fries right there. Scoop some out. Just like that. Now she usually likes a hot sauce, but I am going to give her just a little bit of ketchup on there. Not on it, but I'll literally just put it on the plate. So if she wants that, she can have it, just a little bit. Leave that out. And then she really likes this stuff right here. So I'll put a little bit on the plate. I don't know if she's supposed to have it because of her surgery, but I'll put it on there anyway. You always have to take the napkin and fold it like that. So it's got that nice just triangle look to it, you know, shows you care. And then there we go. So there we go. There's breakfast, cooking with RC Guy Garage. We did a poached egg, some toast, home fries, the bacon I messed up. So I'll give her the 2 best pieces of bacon. We'll put those right on top just like that. That way she can have the bacon. I'll take the burn stuff, and I'll be right back. All right. Well, so what I'm going to do right now, like I said, because this is COVID and coffee, I am going to set you guys outside. You guys can watch the dogs while I'm like bringing my stuff out. Oh, Daisy. Good girl. What? Don't go tipping over my camera. I see you over there. Yeah, I'll put you like that. There you go. Now you guys can watch the dogs for me. Hi, Haley. I see you over there. Good girl. choke. Definitely not water to drink there. All right. Don't you go sniffing my food. I see you. Are you sniffing my food? Huh? Are you looking at that food? Huh? I see you licking your lips there. This ain't for you. You had your own food this morning already. No, get out of my face. Haley, stop sniffing. It's not for you. All right. Throw some power on there. Looking good. There we go. We'll get it. I see you looking at my food. We'll throw an RC car on the table just to keep it real. So we got an RC car there. Get a little water. Don't need that. All right, here we go. Let's see. It's only what time is it? How do I refresh? Hey, look at that. That was actually a pretty good picture, don't you think? All right. So we are here, finally. COVID and coffee. I don't have a hat on, but that's all right. You get to look at my Fabio-ness. Today is actually supposed to be extremely hot and muggy is what I understand the weather is going to be. So I am going to be ripping it again on the backyard track. Yes, I am going to record it. I'll probably rip the DB Pro again. I can't stop ripping that thing. And I'm also going to take out the Hobao Hyper TT again, because now that that thing is fixed, I got a battery that's 100% charged, and I want to see. We're going to see, like, what's the durability of this thing, and is it going to transfer any shock issues to the rest of the vehicle? I am very surprised with when you see the wheels, tires, and wheel configuration that I put on that thing. I am extremely surprised how that thing, well, I mean, I am and I'm not. I had assumed that the tires and wheels that I put on would actually help the suspension, and they did. It didn't help the body, but it definitely helped. It definitely helped the suspension, at least a little bit. The only one little breakage, which was kind of, I mean, yeah, overdriven. But now the piece that we put on, we put a nice CNC top plate on that connects to the servo, to the front differential, and yeah. So now that that piece is squared away, what's gonna break next? Hopefully nothing. I have a feeling this thing's gonna rip. Sergeant J, what is happening? Oh, he took off. I missed him. All right, who do we have in the chat? So we had Earl Moorhead, right? I don't know what kind of bacon it was. I don't even know. Your mom used to use bacon grease with the eggs, right? Yep, I saw that, right. Dylan Davis, what's happening? RC Master. Who else is here? Earl Moorhead. RC Garage burning bacon, right? Do's and don'ts. I had never. Well, my wife told me it's pre-cooked bacon. That literally all I had to do was heat it up. But I don't know. I usually cook bacon in an oven, like with a a baking pan, a cookie sheet. So I didn't know how that was gonna cook. I'm gonna be cooking some bacon and eggs this morning. Nice, Dylan. Yep. Now I turn the potato heat down and cook slowly. Yep. I think I do the opposite. I crank the heat up so you get a nice crispy outer shell. What cheese was that? The cheese for the eggs or the cheese for the potatoes? You're probably asking the cheese for the potatoes. That was a I don't know, a mixed cheese, yellow and white. A cheddar type, right? I like cheddar too. Who likes easy or scrambled eggs? There you go. Look at that. Noli La Grossa. What's going on? La Grossas. What's going on, man? Scrambled is probably better. I see you just nose sniffing over the table there. You weren't sure if you were on the right channel. Hey, if you were on the live last night, Noli, you would have known that it was cooking with RC Guy Garage. Right, smells good. Bread, yeah, right. Toast with almost butter and jam, right? Right, right. Irish, right. Irish butter, yep. No, Earl probably did not go to bed. He was probably wrenching and videoing all night. That's how Earl rolls. I'm way behind in the chat. I should just stop reading comments and just go all the way to the bottom. Eating cold food sucks. Well, I also don't want to eat on camera, so I don't want to be rude. But yep, cheese for the potatoes, it's awesome. But anyway, what are you looking at? There's nothing to bark at this morning, huh? I feel bad that I missed Sergeant. Look at you, you little mooch. Look at her. Huh? Are you a mooch? Are you a mooch? What are you doing? You mooching? Huh? You mooching on me? Huh? You're not gonna have any. I see your eyes looking. You're not. No. Oh, you can sit all you want, but you're not gonna have none. Yeah. No. No, I don't think so. Oh, I saw you look. I saw your eyes dart. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Step all over my cord. Yep. Yep, that's right. Wreck my stream. Wreck my stream. Now I gotta see if this is gonna charge right. Yeah. Nice. So like I said, that Outcast is on its way. So is the EXB. Obviously, the EXB is going to be first. So that's a big thumbs up right there. Power system for the EXB. I have something in mind. I just don't know if it's going to work or not. Somebody out there's got insider info. So, but yeah, I'm gonna attempt to try something, and I think I almost want to do it like just literally like raw. Like I'm not gonna check into anything. I'm gonna see if it works. I hope it does. Put the camera on the dog so we can see the dog drooling. She actually took off. She's just she's surveying the land right now. She'll do that. She's a roamer. But she'll stay in the yard though. She won't really go anywhere. My coffee is actually cold. That's okay. I'm used to that. I'm used to cold food because, you know, usually I end up like doing a stream while food is cooking and I just don't eat. Earl gonna take your cornbread? Yeah, she is making room for breakfast. Exactly. Hey, Sam. Wonder where she is. She didn't answer when I said breakfast was ready. There you are. You thought I said Daisy, huh? I called Sam and she gets all excited. Maybe she was thinking Sam was actually out here. I think the dry ice is gone. Cooking channel needs a taste test for sure. Right. Absolutely. Well, my wife is taste testing right now. And she likes the home fries that I cook. You don't need to get all amped up. Grass is nice and wet. I'm guessing the backyard track is probably wet too because, you know, obviously we had the irrigation going, but I don't know. I'm assuming there's going to be some. The air is very thick right now with somebody learning how to drive or something. They just like backed into their like bushes as they were backing out. Anyway, what's everybody gonna do today? Is anybody gonna do anything, you know, fun or? For some people, I know it's Sunday, right? Is it Sunday for some people? Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe not yet. I don't know. Is it already the next day somewhere? Or just not yet? That's how limited I am on knowledge. History and learning all that stuff was definitely not me. While the kids in school were learning about Civil War history and all that garbage, I was reading a Carcraft magazine. I literally would take my Carcraft magazines, or should I say, my mom's Carcraft magazines to school. I don't even think she knew that. Way more better than those dang history books. We don't need no history books. You going bashing again and returning the limit due for a taller gear. Lasted 15 minutes? What'd you do, Shade Tree? Finally put the max behind me. It's Saturday here in California. Right, yeah, I know that. But I mean the people that are ahead of us. It's probably because obviously like for us RC Master, is RC Master in here? For RC Master, it's like what? 3 o'clock? No. Yeah, almost 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? Or 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I don't know. I think it's 2 o'clock. So I guess not yet. Too early, I guess. History 101. There you go. How about the 67 GTO instead? You're a hands-on, no history for me? Nice. Right, same thing right here. Green Frog, 1 o'clock. What's happening, man? Wait a minute. So Green Frog, you're on the other side of the planet? Green Frog, why did I think you were in the States? For some reason, I thought you were in the States. So you're in the UK? Or like over there? Gonna be 5 in the morning in California? Right. No, I am. Oh, all right. You just have knowledge. Going out later to bash your DB Pro? Nice. With new trenchers? Awesome, James. When you put those trenchers on there, what did you have to do about hexes? Or were you able to get a wheel that had like the right offset that you needed? Yeah, Green Frog. I don't know why I thought you were over here. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know him. I've seen him. He was on. I think he was on a live stream once with us, and I think he's usually on Tony's channel, I believe. That's where I've seen him. I haven't seen him on any other channels. Oh, you put 17mm adapters on? I did talk to Deontay. He's excited for the big right. Isn't that awesome, man? That's so awesome. He's scared too, it was pretty cool. You know, being a new dad, that is the first, I think, inclination, is being scared. I mean, I never held any baby ever until I had my own. Holding my own son was the first time I held a kid. And what was crazy was it almost seemed like it came natural, which was weird. I really ruined this bacon. It's really burnt. Like, I mean, that's burnt through and through. Wow. Why'd she raise so many kids? That's a lot. Raised meaning like family raised kind of thing? Like that's a lot of children. Paul, what's going on, guy? How are you? First child scared me too. Was the first baby I held as well. Wow. But mine had 2 teeth, hair everywhere, and eyes wide open. Scared me to death. Nice. Yep. 2 teeth? That's crazy. Would that be Because obviously I don't know who's older. I know you have an older daughter. I think you have 3 kids, I think. I think you do. Because obviously you got Muffin Man there. And I think you have 2 other daughters, I think. I'm trying to remember. Anytime you see the videos, I think there's 3. I don't know. You don't have to get personal. I was just thinking about it in my head. But yeah. Single dad life. It's not such a bad thing, is it? A lot of work, but it is what it is. And she was in the oven too long. Awesome. You burned the bacon too, Noli? It's burned bacon day. Sean, see you later, man. Good having you. I'm not even 40 yet, and a great uncle. Wow, shade tree. Holy smokes. A great uncle? That's nuts. Just had to appeal YouTube as put my crawler video as inappropriate content? That's nuts. Nah, I've never had any of my videos. What did you do, Big Papa Ball? What did you do, guy? Huh? You been ticking people off at YouTube? Big Papa Paul is challenging YouTube, testing the boundaries of what's appropriate and what's not. What could possibly be wrong about a crawler video? Was there inappropriate content or music or something in the background? That's crazy. That's weird. I don't think I think I had a video flagged for copyright infringement, but that was because, and that actually surprised me because I didn't play the music in the background. And what I did was I showed everybody that they don't people don't realize that Chef Beardsley is the bass guitarist from Static X. So if you've ever seen the group Static X, the lead bass or the bass guitarist, that's Chef Beardsley. People don't know that though, and I think it's funny. Just add water. There's nothing wrong with that. That's weird, Paul. That's definitely weird. Wonder what it was. You almost wish they would actually respond and tell you why. Like something was an issue. You know what I mean? Lauren, good morning. From the 5th hole. Was listed as not for kids. Well, it shouldn't be for kids anyway, though, right? None of.
Sorry.
Yes, my love?
You want to eat?
No. Thank you. None of my videos are listed as for kids anyway, though. I wonder, though. That's kind of weird. Why would your video be flagged? Obviously, it must have been a glitch in the Matrix or something, because if it was overturned as soon as you sent out a thing, then obviously it was really nothing.
Probably just a glitch. It happens. It's just computers. Computers make mistakes too. Oh, yours is listed for not for kids as soon as it started? That's good, man. Most people curse like the RC sailors? What? RC sailors don't curse at all. What are you talking about, Shade Tree? Just kidding. Must have been an error, strange. Oh. How's my speed running going? My speed running is on pause because there's too many other things to do at the moment. Right now I'm just, you saw it, I'm stuck at 72. I haven't gone any further and I haven't investigated anything into going faster yet. Just got other, you know, work related and life things to do right now, but been concentrating on my DB Pro and having some enjoyment out of ripping that thing, because sometimes you just gotta get out there and rip it. The Hyper Hobao TT, that vehicle's doing well now. Gonna take that out to the backyard track today. We're gonna rip that thing. Hopefully that will actually be that thing. Very, very surprised with that little Hobao Hyper TT, man. Really, really good little vehicle. Thank you, Paul. I got those wheels just on a whim, and I happened to have the hexes, and for it to work out perfect like that, I'm very satisfied with it. Very satisfied. RC guy need a new GPS. I did get that Fortrex 601. So, and the Sky RC. I'm still gonna run that Sky RC because it'll at least give me, now at least I'll have two potential, you know, whatever chances. Obviously want to be a little bit more careful with the Fortrex because that was a couple bucks. But I'll still keep running that Sky RC GPS until it's finally gone. That thing blowing apart like it did. Big Papa Paul, did you see my video where my EPX struck the light pole? That was crazy. Your GT is your first ever Hobao. They amazed me. Be getting another for sure. Yeah. Yep. So you started, all right, so James George, you used to watch the RC Sailors, then they started showing bias with Traxxas? What do you mean? Like, were they showing positive or were they being negative? If they were being negative, I can kind of understand why. You closed your eyes? Dude, my eyes were wide open. I could not believe that I called that. Like, I mean, when I was doing the video, the start of it, I was kind of joking. I was like, oh yeah, the only thing that, you know, there is a pole that's kind of right there. I literally did not expect, I really didn't expect to hit it. I mean, obviously my eyes saw more clearly what the camera, than what the camera saw, because the camera obviously when you zoom in, it looks like junk. So my eyes saw, even though I wear glasses, my eyes saw what was unfolding before my eyes, and I was just like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And I was just like, "I so called that." I think it was funny. Right, right, Paul. RC RC trailer had issues with Traxxas, I'm sure. And we're doing all the things. Oh, I think I know. You're saying RC Sailors, I think. Had issues with Traxxas, right. I'm sure they just hate them. Well, I mean, if you were, obviously the thing is supposedly, granted it's word, word of mouth or whatever it is. What I heard was that um, Traxxas was going to sue them or sent them a cease and desist or some kind of something. And I don't know. I think it's kind of annoying, actually, for a company to think that they've got the control over what your channel says and does. So I don't like that. But as far as the RC sailors go, the way I look at it, this is the way I look at it. And everybody has their own opinion about whatever. They're having fun. You know what I mean? They're enjoying what they're doing. And yeah, do they review bang good junk? Yes, they do. But that's why there's multiple channels, and that's why there's like a unsubscribe button and all this other stuff, you know? Even like, I don't think I've ever come across a video that I've actually put a thumbs down. Like, if I saw a video that I didn't like, I just switch the channel. I don't give it a thumbs down because, I don't know. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? I just switch the channel. It's kind of like, if you watch TV or whatever. Gas Monkey Garage. When Gas Monkey Garage first started, I really enjoyed that channel. And then when they went that mainstream, which was fine, when they went that crazy mainstream, and it just appeared as though it wasn't the show that I first started watching anymore. Then they started getting into the builds that were not literally like the everyday, you know, garage renter could potentially, attempt. You know what I mean? And I still watch the show, but I don't tell anybody that the show's garbage. It's just like, whatever. It's just my own opinion, But I don't. I have never once thumbs down anyone's video. I don't know. Just personal, you know, preference for me, I guess. Not to, or at least try not to be negative. So, being less negative is way better. So now that I did that dissertation, fun's what it's about, right? You're the same. You've never thumbs down. That's awesome, man. Rich Duper Dash is a Traxxas hater. Why is that? Did they try to sue him too? Looks like you can see the future. We all entitled to our opinions. Just some stink more. That's a good one. Razor is a trap. I don't even know who these people are. Who's Razor? Sailors, RC trailers. the RC trailers. Yeah. Traxxas just had a bigger whooping stick If ARRMA could have crippled Traxxas with a lawsuit, they would have. Why? What's going on with that? Did Traxxas do something to ARRMA? Corporate America has no love, right? Same with American right? Yeah, Paul. Yeah, it's sad that show kind of went downhill, but you can only just have so much anger and violence on a show, and it end up really being real and ruining your family's life because you're on camera. Street Outlaws feels like that to me. Not real anymore, right? 1320 still, yeah, 13. And Cletus McFarland, he's still real. I think he'll always stay real, because I think Cletus McFarland gets it, man. He's real. Like, when you literally watch like Cletus McFarland's like first video, like on the, what was it, on 1320 or whatever it was, where he's literally, he couldn't have been any more America. Oh, hummingbird at the thing. Oh, he just took off. He couldn't have been any more like mullet, redneck, beer drinking, slurry worded on that one video. And look at him now. Like, he basically, he grew up. He wised up, he realized that he could really have something, and he does, man. And that's like, could you imagine that happening in this little world? You know, doing like RC stuff? I'm sure it's happened for some people, but it's not easy, man. It's really not. When you've got to live like a real life and you want to try to do YouTube, like, it's crazy the amount of like people out there that just like to cause issues. It's like, what the heck? You know, chill out. You know, we all have to live on this planet together. All right, fine. You don't like RC cars? Great. Well, you don't like Ford trucks? Cool. You know, you don't have to be a nutcase about it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a nut. Some people get just way too offended way too fast. All right. That was a good breakfast. Cooking with RC Guy Garage. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. That bacon burning, that was not good. Even my potatoes didn't come out exactly like I like them. What you don't know is I actually burned the spices a little bit more than I normally do. I mean, I usually let the spice like kind of cook up in the olive oil, but not like that. It still came out all right. But I think if I wasn't videoing, it probably could have come out better. My glasses are like, fuck. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Stupid glasses. I hate glasses, I'm telling you. Stripkey, what's going on, guy? Right, people need to relax. Exactly. Is Diesel Brothers still a thing? I think with the, what was it, the EPA? The environmental something really kind of ruined what they had. I think they're still pushing it. They're still doing it. I do believe that there are new episodes of Diesel, whatever it's called, of Diesel Brothers. I do believe that there are new episodes of Diesel Brothers coming. I think it's like Discovery Channel or History Channel or one of those channels picked them up or is doing new episodes. So I still like that show. I definitely still like that show. It just, you know, obviously when you have, you know, the law get involved and sue you for like, what, a couple million? They sue them for like a couple $1 million. I think they did. I think they sued him for like a couple mil. I'm not trying to spread rumors here. I could be wrong. That might not be accurate information. I think I remember it being like a couple million or something. Happy wife, happy life. Competition can definitely get violent, right? Well, it's not like Traxxas invented the cantilever suspension. Right. Oh, because of cantilever and locking diffs? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't even know who Razor RC is. Is that somebody to check out, worth checking out? Rolling coal, right? What was that? Rolling coal for life, right? Rolling coal for life, right? If I had been the judge, I would have said, get out of here. Yep. Like, smile more. Video just left one day with millions of subs. Wings led himself to demise, conning people through the donate thing and lying about goals. Who's Wings? I like his stuff, but again, he gives Traxxas a rough. He gives Traxxas a rough way to go. Court just sees facts, tries to explain mechanics to a judge. It's the hardest thing to a non-mechanic. Right, exactly. Yep. What are you doing over there? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? What you doing, Haley? Huh? What are you doing? Haley, what you doing? Huh? You a good girl? Hail Bale. And Daisy's obviously like behind me over here. See her? You see her? Yeah, she's right there. I like having the pups. What are we looking at for stream time here? Wow, hour and 20 minutes. COVID and coffee. You know what's funny? We're missing some of the other regulars because I think this is a way early COVID and coffee for them. And even for Earl, but Earl's always up anyway. He was a YouTuber, different content, but on the topic of how one can rise and fall on here, right? Yep. Well, you can rise and fall in anything. You can rise and fall in your paper route. Did any of you guys ever watch Big Trito 111? His YouTube was great, then suddenly he just stopped. Don't know what happened to him, but he had a JT following. Huh. I never even heard of him. What about that, do you guys ever, do you know the channel Homemade Everything? Is anybody here familiar with Homemade Everything? I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Homemade. Don't you growl. Hey, no, you don't do that. You be good. You're a good girl, okay? Be good. Homemade Everything was a show. Relax. Scruffy Page, what is happening? Say that again? I have over 100K subs. Isn't easy to do. Well, not easy as a paper route, right? Right. I'm having over 100K subs is what you meant to say? You mean you're gonna eat 100,000 subs? Like, what are they gonna be? Are they gonna be like meatball, Italian, sausage and pepper? Probably like meatball and Italian, steak and cheese. Steak and cheese subs, you gotta have that in there. All right, I'm gonna end this live stream right at 8:30 for me. So right now it's 8:26, so it's like another 3-ish minutes, another 4-ish minutes, somewhere around there, wherever it falls on that timer, because I can't see the seconds, obviously. Scruffy Page, 9:45 p.m. and just been out ripping the '69 Camaro. Nice guy. Impressed for a 2S, right? Yeah. Well, dude, it's basically the Mad Van. It's the Camaro is like, you know what I mean? It's the same thing as the Mad Van, and the Mad Van just is on steroids. The Mad Van has just got big wheels and big suspension and arms and a big hulking Mad Van body. I got a video to do on the Mad Van too. I've got, like I said, I got that thing in the queue. I'm gonna work on that thing this morning after I check in with my wife and see what my chores for the day are. See what my chores for the day are. Stupid keyboard, if you hit the print screen button, it eats your words. Breakfast time, right? Who got the bacon, right? I burned, RC Guy Garage burns the bacon. So, yeah. So, hopefully, Earl, do you have another video you're working on right now? Because I need another video from Earl Moorhead, so a few of the McTookie and the OG Rustler guys are all gone now. $8:28. It's the countdown. It's like 1 to 2 minutes left. No video till 5 p.m. my time, right? Well, good. Good. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder what it's going to be. So what's Earl's video going to be this time? We're going to be doing some speed ripping? Or are we going to be doing some bash thrashing? Or is it going to be wrenching? Did Earl destroy the twin motor again? How's that fence going, guy? So, yeah, I'm gonna take the DB Pro out again. I enjoy it too much. I really do. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that up. I'm gonna take the Redcat out. The TRMT8. I'll take that out along with the Hobao Hyper TT. Rip that on the backyard track. Stay tuned for more episodes from RC Guy Garage. And yeah, I guess we're going to be ending the stream like literally in like seconds. So I'm going to jump into the thing here. Total a new twin motor. I know, live stream at 5. That would be terrible. All right, so we got Earl Moorhead, Shade Tree, Scruffy Page. We got Noli LaGrossis. We've got Big Papa Paul. We've got... That's it. Like, literally, that's it. There's 16 people. James George here. Stripped Gears might be still lurking in the background. I keep calling you Stripped Gears, but you're Stripped Gear. Sorry for doing that. I always do that. For some reason, I see that 8 as an S. I think that's it. Yeah, literally, it's just like five people talking. A couple people just, you know, probably catching up on the on the burned bacon, seeing how I cut them potatoes, see how I, what's the word when you dice onions? So anyways, thank you, Paul. Smashing that like button on the way out, right? That's something that a lot of people forget. As a matter of fact, I did that actually on your video, Earl. I watched your video all the way through. And right when it got to the end, I went to go hit the like button and it starts going into the next video. And I literally went back on your video and I hit that thumbs up because it's something that you can very easily forget because you're like right there, you're watching the video. And the way I say it is, you don't have to thumbs up everybody's video. You also don't have to thumbs down everybody's video either. But if you give a thumbs up because you like what you see. You might not like all of it, so wait until you see something and like have your finger like ready to click that thumbs up. You know, if I miss it, I always go back because most of the videos that I watch, I like anyway. I like the people that are producing content, and therefore they get a thumbs up. As far as a thumbs down goes, nah. I probably have thumbs downs on this video right now because I was cooking breakfast on a RC channel when that's really not what it is. Even though it's called RC Guy Garage, yeah, I didn't cook in the garage, but it's literally about whatever. So, like I always say, just get out there and rip it. Stay positive. Put a smile on your face. Help your significant others. Ask if there are chores that you need to do around the house. I say all that stuff. So, all right, I'm out of here. Like I say, you guys, point blank, should get out there too and what? Point blank, get out there and rip it, right? Because that is what you should be doing. So just get out there, make a crawler track, drive an RC in the driveway, do a burnout with your real car. Just make sure that it's not in a driveway that you don't own. So, I'm out of here. Thank you for coming to this episode of RC Guy Garage. COVID and coffee, we called it What's Cooking with RC Guy Garage. I told you I was going to cook breakfast, and I did. So, get out there and rip it.